Brothers and sisters, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. All my followers, all my viewers all over the world. God bless you as you come to Ugele Talk Show today. God will bless you. God will empower you. Yes. It have been 4 days now. I've not been on live now. So, you see, I know the entire life every day. Not be my occupation be that too. I think my guest is here now. He just came very early. Yeah, Mr. Chris, God bless you, my brother.
How are you doing?
Hey, hear me now?
There's no light in Benin City. I'm operating with touch now.
Yeah, that's the kind of life now, you guys.
That's the life in Africa. I'm operating with touch.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, my brother. That is why we are praying for good government in Africa,
Yeah.
especially in Nigeria. Thank you. How was your day?
Well, thank God everything went well. Against all we say thank God for all He's doing for us. We always thanking God in Africa, and we keep on thanking Him for all He's doing.
Yeah. Just be on live. So let me share some link to some of my followers so that they can know I'm on live. Some people don't get notification if I'm on live. So let me just share it to them first. I think I'm going to send a link to this guy now. Let me share it first to him. If you want to join, you can send me a message as well. I can send him a link. Mr. Timothy. Yeah. Yes, so how is you guys preparing for the Christmas that is coming up now?
It's just the normal tradition. The preparation has always been there. So it depends on how you view the situation, the economic situation, and the environment. So whichever way it goes, we'll accept it in good faith.
Yeah, that's good. The Lama was here now.
Agbóhùn ni àríọ̀bárẹ̀ Tinubu náà àyájẹ́dẹ́ gbóhùn ni ọ̀kan before Akedomi Ego Ọ̀mádéwì Rògbòmọ́nẹ́. So we'll keep on struggling with the system.
That's true, my brother. Let me first and foremost share the video first. Just give me 2 minutes. Be on live. Why are they live? Let me share the video first. Because I'm not sure you get as it be.
Yes.
My friends, men are they see they help me to share for the other side. I beg. Men are they help me to share for the other side. Like and share. Like and share. It's going to be easy in Jesus' name. Everyone in Africa. I'm making an room. Okay, Nigeria, why take care as occupation? You guys without prayer, why say that is where the pastor. If also a pastor now, why everyone?
No, it's no longer business as usual.
A man that said he communicates with God. He's going with security. He's going with convoys of police. I got a message from heaven. God was talking to me, but you are going with a security and with a bulletproof car. You see these guys, they are one of the problems Nigeria have.
But the AIG of police have insisted that nationwide, all the VIP police, all the VIP have been withdrawn. But if anyone is found with any of the VIP,
it will not work. It will not work. You know why it will not work? Don't believe Tinubu. Buhari did it before. say all VIP should be, all police should be withdrawn from VIP. These are propagandists. It will not work. Are you telling me that Tinubu will go and take Adeboye's police? Who is Tinubu? I want to pray there. He will not do that. And the wealth to Tinubu is a lower person to Adeboye. Do you know how many police Adeboye have? So all those are the police they have. You think Tinubu will take it from them? So this, you see, the other any law that they passed in Nigeria is only the poor people that suffer it. Okay, are you not telling me all the senators, the House of Rep, they are going to withdraw their police? They are even crying that they said the country. I see one of the PRO to the IG was talking that because they own a political office, they will not withdraw it from. Why? We have legislators here. They go normal. They don't even have a card that government gives to them. We have legislators here. Who give you card? Who's going to give you the card?
When you look at the number of the population or the number of the member of the House of Rep, Senate, House of Assembly, local government chairman, SSG, across the state of the federation. Now you now ask yourself, who actually protect the masses, who actually protect the people? Because they've all been drifted to these so-called VIP people. Nigeria is a drama. Very terrible country. By the time you take this population out of the Nigeria Armed Forces, Nigeria Police, they are left with less than 1,000. How will this 1,000 match up with the level of insecurity we have in the country today? Yeah, you.
All those who went to Google at the top, people that is supporting him in 2027, it will not affect them. It's going to be a selective area when out there will withdraw the VIP police. With these politicians, are you not telling me Oshomole they will take the police from Oshomole or Akpabio?
They are public officers.
They will not do that.
They are still the government.
They will not do that.
They are still in the government. Because
let me tell you one thing. You see the kind of democracy we practice in Africa. We don't practice democracy in Africa. These are a bunch of criminals. Do you know why I say so? Legislators, we have them here working in the parliament. No government official car, no police that is being assigned to them. They are normal human beings. Normal. You see, they have criminalized the system. They don't give the security to themselves because they know they are all bunch of criminals. They criminalize the system already. So they now give the police to themselves so that they can be protected. But they don't care about ordinary Nigerians in the street. Okay, so there are some Nigerians now. If you have money, you can afford a security for yourself. But what of senators? That it will be assigned. Senator does not have immunity. Minister does not have immunity. Why must you assign police to those people? The only people that is eligible to have police is governor or president or even the vice president has no immunity. So what are we talking? Who is that a fool?
Whichever way you look at it, because of the level of crime here, these guys you just mentioned, they are public officers. To some extent, the government still want to protect them. Because the legislature, they also have
you see, Christian, Mr. Chris, I will argue this thing with you today. You as a Nigerian, whether they occupy a public office or not, have you seen any American legislator that is going with police? Have you seen it your entire life? Any American legislator? So you see, let me tell you one thing. If you want to make a country to be sanitized, let everybody face what your citizens are facing. Then we know we are ready for democracy. If they know the problem of insecurity is not good for ordinary man in the street, so that you feel the heat that the ordinary man in the street is feeling.
Yes,
Nigeria. If the senators are in the forest, if they kidnap them, yes. If the senators are in the forest, if they kidnap 2 or 3 of them, they will know what ordinary Nigerians are facing. So when they come out from that captive, they will build our security system. At the time you start pampering them, we are not doing anything for ourselves. Why is Nigeria so docile?
You see,
we are so docile, my brother. Let's be saying the fact. How would you say
yes,
senator and House of
we
Representatives?
live in a corrupt society. Most of the things we do today, we all copy from the colonial masters, and that spirit of colonialism still live in the African mind. If you watch the president, whenever he's standing,
Please, I am going to fight you today. Nothing you guys copy from the colonial master. This is not how democracy works with the country that colonized you. Is that how the system works in the UK, United Kingdom? No, it's not how it works.
Africa were enslaved by the British, and some of the mentality they left with them, they are still working with them. Now, when the president stands in Africa or the president stands in Nigeria, the man standing at his back, is the rank of a colonel or a lieutenant colonel. So if a military government is in power, the rank of a colonel, lieutenant colonel, they are state administrator. But he is meant to stand at the back of the president. Whereas in places like United States of America, the United Kingdom and some of these Western countries, they don't practice some of these things. How can you make a colonel, the rank of a colonel, your back man? Though people are bidding for it, if you are privileged to become a backman to the president, in the next 4 years, your life will never remain the same. We are corrupt.
Yeah, please, let me tell you one thing. Somebody is on the comment section. He's based in America. He's an American citizen. A governor in America does not have a police that is going with him. Don't you know, governor? There are governors in different states in America. Governors, the way it is, we practice federalism. Like a governor, do you know how many authorities that is going with Okpeboro? Are we going to war front? Those are irrelevant money these guys are spending. The money that they're supposed to use to develop the state. Do you know how much Okpeboro is paying for that ordinary convoy that is going with him? Is he going to war front? That is one thing I respect Peter Obi for. Peter Obi said if Nigeria want to grow, cut the expenses of the governors. Is getting out of hand. You don't know? Nigeria will never grow this way.
Now, the statement you just made now, when Obasanjo was bidding for his second term agenda, ordinarily, when there's a difference between the political party and the government. Now, when Obasanjo was bidding for his second term, it wasn't so easy because Atiku was giving me 100-meter race. He now felt, the only way he can reach out to the governors was to make them the emperor of their states, and which he actually did. Governors were not treated like king. Governors were not treated like the emperors. So they now see they are subject as non-entity. Now, if you can deliver for me, the state become your own. That was what happened. Now, the governor, in their own usual way, supported the second tenure of Obasanjo. Immediately he won that election, he said they are not the owner of the state. Even a political party now, somehow, when a party meeting is to be held or they are holding a political, there is a party meeting now. Ordinarily, it's not supposed to be held somewhere in the government house because the party have their secretariat. But governor, right from the days of Lucky Benedict, political party we always said in the government house. The government house belongs to both the ruling and the opposition party. So if you watch any of the ruling party, they always use the state government house as their secretariat. That's what they do. It happened in those states and some other states like that. So there is no, is a problem. The situation is a problem. The problem.
Okay, Chris. Let me start an example now. Can you hear me, Chris?
Like an emperor, you can no longer manage the governors of Nigeria. Even with the security vote allowance they receive, it's enough for them to misbehave. A man who probably is a kind of being considerate to his people, after receiving that security vote for a period of 8 years, he's not supposed to bid for any other office again. As a minister, as a senator, and the rest of them. I love Obasanjo. He made the statement. They asked him if he's a kind of want to contest the next coming election. He said no. As a senator, he said I'm going to support political parties. He said I will not contest as a senator. I want to control 18 local government. Now you are telling me I should be controlling about 7 or 6 local governments. It doesn't make sense to him. And that is true. How many of the governors have this kind of thought at the back of their mind? What they believe after serving as a governor, the only option left for them, if they cannot become a minister, they want to become a senator. Even some people want to go to the House of Rep. We saw Osage. Osage was a 2-time member of the House of Assembly, House of Rep, House of Assembly. He later descended so low and accepted the position of an attorney general of his state. And you saw how he left that office with shame and humiliation. So that is the mentality of an average Nigerian man. They don't care what happened in that office. What matters to them, how much do they receive at the end of the month? That is just their so aim.
Crystal, I want to clear one thing. You see, we Nigerians are not ready. Nigeria, I'm sorry to use this word, it's like Nigerians are so docile in their country. They don't even know their right and left. Do you know why? Do you know why these guys are taking advantage of us? Let me tell you one thing. If Nigerians youth come together, these guys are few people. We will bring them to stand still. Do you know how we are going to bring them to stand still? Do you know how we are going to bring them to stand still? Your PVC, my PVC can change that country. You see, we are talking about ringing election. Once every Nigerian go out there to go and vote, once you choose a candidate, Nigeria have decided this man is going there. Not by few voter high party that is going on in Nigeria. Maybe about 500,000 registered in Edo State, about 300,000 is voting. That is not the way to wipe all these bad leaders away. Do you know in 2023? Do you know why Tinubu won that? They declared Tinubu winner. The figure that they manipulate was very low. If the figure was high, Tinubu will lose. He will lose. Because the figure the INEC was trying to manipulate was very low. And at the same time, the same Tinubu rewarded Muhammad Yakubu because of the destruction he has caused Nigeria. He rigged the election for him. Now you want to make Muhammad ambassador to represent who? To represent, you see, the problem Tinubu government is having now, all this diplomatic relation, this Western world, they don't even look at our ambassador like human beings. They look at like criminals. Somebody like Muhammad Yakubu now, tell me any country that is going to be an ambassador. You think the government they will take him serious? They know the man is corrupt. They will never take him serious.
Yes. Some of these ambassadorial lists they just brought out recently. You can imagine whether they call it a mockery. I don't know what they call him.
Yeah, I'm coming to that area. Reno Mockery that went to a university in Chicago, in Florida, that said Tinubu never went there. That the name they found was a name of a female. It's not, the name does not belong to man. He said Tinubu is a drug baron, it's a drug lord. No name he has not called Tinubu. He's still the same man that wanted to use this American man to say there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. The man humiliated him. So
not
that only that, not only that,
Femi Fani-Kayode, you can see the character, the personality the president is producing to lead the future of Africa, to lead the future of Nigeria. So it was a laughable list when I saw it. I didn't even, you can imagine somebody like Mahmoud was enlisted or his name was also drafted to become an ambassador to which of the countries, the United States or Europe, where? So people who have succeeded in destroy our politics at home, you want to send them as an ambassador elsewhere. I weep for them when I saw those lists. I weep for them, honestly. It shows that Nigeria is not prepared for tomorrow. This country is not prepared. And Tinubu does not have vision to lead this country. These are guys that have questionable characters. You are bringing them as an ambassador. A country where Mahmoud is going to serve, for my INEC chairman is going to serve as an ambassador. How do you think that country will value Nigeria? They are always sending them for to go and make money. They always send them for to go and make money. That's just the only thing. You know, Nigerian man, an average Nigerian man is very corrupt.
Do you know, in 2 years ago, let me reveal this thing. Nigeria embassy in Sweden, we have an embassy in Sweden, Stockholm. There was something that happens. You know, that the machine we normally use to thumbprint. We have Nigeria Union Association here in Norway. We are supposed to go to Sweden, Stockholm to go and apply for our new passport if you want to get a new passport. So the Nigerian Union Association ordered the ambassador, okay, now, can they bring the equipment to Norway? We are more than 100 to 200 people that is going to apply for the passport. So they look at the distance. Okay, everybody that apply online, they not pay. We all not paid. Do you know what the embassy was doing? The same embassy now said, okay, since they are coming, we have to pay extra money. Me, Ogele, I put stop to that something. You don't joke with me. The president, Nigerian Union president, they don't put it on platform that we are going to pay extra money because they are bringing the machine. I said, no. If they are coming to attend to us, Nigerian government is there to finance everything they are doing to us. It's the responsibility of Nigerian government. I said, at the time you tell me to pay a dime, I'm calling the police there. I'm bringing police there. The money they are going to collect is going to be like money. It's going to be money that the government of the day cannot account for. The money cannot go to their pocket. I said, I'm bringing police there. I said it on the platform. They were afraid. I said, no, those things you guys practice in Nigeria, you cannot bring it here in the Western world. When you try it, I'll bring police there. But I talked to the man called me, my brother, make you not pay your own. I said, no. They were even begging me. Say you and your family don't need to pay. They will take your own free. I said, no, don't. If you try it, more of your they will ask you, what amigo? Those things we are supposed to pay online. We have paid the passport fee. They now want other money. That money anywhere. When I arrived there, they appoint me to those embassy workers. They attend to me immediately. They attend to me immediately. Me and my family.
Do you know why it worked for you?
Yes.
Do you know why it worked for you over there? You live in a society that operates within the confines of the law. If it were to be in Nigeria, even the most dogged human being, you can't succeed. Now, one thing our government is very good in doing against the people is to use the police or the security personnel to fight the innocent Nigeria whenever a situation like that arises. That is just what they do here. Ordinarily, let me give you an example. Let me compare what you are just saying now to what we are also facing here now. Let me say, middle of last month, we saw BDC or former NEPA. You see, they were going to meter individual houses. Fine, good. Now, when they brought that meter, I know they sold for some persons, and some persons actually could normal apply application, the rest of them, they started giving out this meter. We now discover that there is no amount of money you put inside that will last you the following day. It's like the entire money you are working in the state, you are working for BDC. Every money you save goes through BDC. Now, I think that was about 2 days ago. We just found out that the cost of that meter, because initially we paid 20,000 for the installation, which everybody did. Now, we just found out recently that the meter is worth about how much? About 300 something thousand. Now, what they are doing now, for every card you buy, for every recharge card you buy, they charge some money from inside.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's what they are doing. And the cost which they are taking from that card is too much that the ordinary man, I'm telling you, the ordinary man in Nigeria today cannot use prepaid meter in their house. They can't. Looking at the cost, they can't. The way and manner the government is handling it. Now, this is a government who have deliberately refused to provide job, provide basic amenity for the people. The money the people are struggling to make, the business they manage to set up, the government is collecting the revenue through electricity generation or through electricity tariff. Government is just collecting people money unnecessarily. Nobody's complaining. You see, sometimes when people in diaspora, they try to complain for Nigeria also, or some person who probably have traveled out of this country, they are complaining about the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria, you don't need to complain for them. Because to some extent, you look at it that they are enjoying the pains and the problem they are going through. How can you mark a meter in someone's house now? If you go to police, the only case you have in police station today is just the case of meter. Inside my room, now only one bulb I get to, they collect 2,000 from me every day. This one they collect 1,000. This one get pressing iron. This one get a grinding machine for inside house. A whole lot of issue. But one would have expected that government would look for a way of, the government have money. Nigeria government cannot be poor. Of all the money they are stealing, the politicians, they steal more than enough. They have stolen more than enough in this country. The ordinary man have no place to steal from. Now, the only area the ordinary man was also benefiting from the government was through this electricity supply. That is not even all part of city, some parts of the city. Now, the government will say, okay, do it like this, do it like this. At the end of it, they bring that time. Now, if you don't pay the money, you don't get light in your house. If you don't pay money, you don't get light in your house. When you go to houses and when you go to street now, once people leave their home, once they leave their home in the morning, they remove the fuse. The whole city is in darkness. Nobody want to pay one kobo. They only confuse it back when they are at home. So I don't know where they are taking this. How will people now work? How would they not make their money? How would they not live a better life? It's unfortunate too, honestly. This country, it's unfortunate.
No, Mr. Chris, God bless you. You see, there is one thing I want to let you know. I believe Nigerians, they are not ready for a change.
They are not ready.
Majority of Nigerians, sorry to use this word, it's like we are cursed people. Some of Nigerians believe on living in abject poverty. You will be washing a man like you. That's why I call a lot of Nigerians, 70% of Nigerian people, they are docile people. They cannot speak. Because you know why? Now we are talking about insecurity now. There's something I saw in the internet. I was ashamed. Tinubu have acquired a lot of vehicles for campaign for 2027. People
I saw it online.
This man does not care. He cares about his second ambition. He cares about how he's going to serve Nigeria for 8 years. When Nigeria are being kidnapped every day, Nigeria are being held ransoms. There are families who cannot afford 1 square meal. They now go outside and start borrowing money, something that never planned for. And the government of the day is preparing for 2027 election. It's hard time Nigerians should tell Tinubu that, look, we own this country. You never own that country. We are going to defend our vote. We are going to vote when you never perform where there is no need of your campaigning for the second time. But my question is that, what is Tinubu going to put on board to use to campaign for Nigeria? Is he going to use security to campaign?
When I saw that vehicle, I saw it this afternoon. I said Tinubu does not care about the problem of Nigerians. Yeah. Now, in a free and fair election, in a free democratic environment, Tinubu cannot win his own constituency. He can't. Yes. Looking at the way he has managed this poorly damaged economy of this country, he cannot win his own constituency. But the problem the people have is the security agent. They always use the security agent.
How many are they? Please, don't use that one as an excuse. Do you know the problem of Nigeria? Let me just tell you today. These guys are hungry lions. With 5,000 naira, they can change their mindset. Let me use the door. They are like hungry people. There are things you will reject. Because the politicians, they know how to use that 5,000 to buy your destiny. Once they assume that, they don't care.
Let me just tell you, the bosses you saw online, which I saw it online. Now, those bosses now, they are going to get a driver. Some of the political leaders, they are going to get that boss. Some of them will be assured contract and the rest of them. So they have a way. That is the physical one you are seeing, though. The monetary aspect of it, we are not seeing it. The kind of money that will be flowing from one state to the other, from one local government to the other, from one ward to the other, it will trickle down. They have a way of manipulating the whole system. You see, if you look at...
You know why I will always argue with you today? Listen to me, my brother. You see, Nigerians are not ready for a change. You know the problem of Nigeria? Greed. Everybody wants to tap from that money. You know one thing? If Nigeria rejects Tinubu and his money, Tinubu goes nowhere. Tinubu goes nowhere. And we are still talking about the bad economy. Some useless Nigeria are still saying Tinubu is the best man. I supported Tinubu in 2023. I regret of support. Tinubu has nothing upstairs about leadership. He has nothing to offer. He has failed woefully, he has failed the entire nation.
I personally did not support Tinubu either in his first term, second term, or fourth term agenda. He does not have a presidential trait. He doesn't. So a man like that who probably does not believe in normal common sense democracy, a democratic theory, I don't associate myself with him. When I saw Tinubu in his first campaign, I just thought that, oh, this man will not win this election. We saw how Obi from every part of this country, every Nigerian supported Obi, but it didn't come to pass because the people were already there to truncate that process. Obi later came out as told. We are not trying to question the judiciary or the INEC or whatsoever. But whichever way that election result was being announced, I think they are going to be answerable to God when the time comes. Because the election was full of irregularities. We know those who won the election, and we know how they manipulate the whole process. So Nigeria is a place you cannot just predict. You can't predict this country. The government of Nigeria under Tinubu is a shame. The government has failed Nigerians. A country where you can't get electricity. A country where people can no longer travel at least a kilometer without a threat. Now, the same man who is leading the country to still want to contest, seeing that bosses alone, Nigeria should be be prepared to fight war. It doesn't mean that you're going to carry a battle as we're going to carry a gun. Nigeria should begin to tell their loved ones, tell their friends, tell their colleague in the office that nobody vote for Tinubu. APC is not a political party that can take this country to the glory land. It's not. Since the very day Muhammadu Buhari took the power, things have not been well with this country. Now, when you look at how Tinubu, Buhari came to power, we saw people trekking from Abuja to Lagos. Oh, Jonathan has failed. Now, it was a sign of poverty to come. It was a sign of hardship to come. It was a desperation on the part of the ruling party. And what are we seeing today? History that was not recorded in the Bible, history that was not recorded in Quran, that happened under Tinubu and Buhari. It happened under Tinubu and Buhari. Look at the way that the country is being run today. Look at Nigeria today. If anybody, did you find it in the Bible that this massive destruction of lives and property by this so-called dirty herdsmen, this Fulani idiot? I just saw whether they call it the boy that wanted to bombard American jet, something like that. Whether Talab, I don't know how to pronounce that his name. I just saw him online recently. I said, look, these Alamajiri people, wherever they are, they will always manifest this destruction in them. You understand? First time in the history, a Nigerian, a born northern Nigerian boy, whose father was, I think he was a managing director of one of the board members of a First Bank. His son wanted to go and blast America. God bless America. They were able to intercept that useless Alamajiri boy. If not, it would have been more disaster on the life of the people who would have been victim of that nonsense. So this country, Nigeria, it's only God that is going to help this country. Until the people realize where they are now and where they intend to go, they won't take any action. Buhari came now. There is no project you can prepare that Buhari carried out in this time. The only project he carried, we all carried out in the north. And the money generated, we all from the south. Yorubas and the northern.
Even before you come back, Chris, let me tell you one thing, my brother. Even we have a central leader now, which you forget about. This son of the south, this son of the north. It doesn't help. We have been doing it since 1999. It doesn't help. We are looking for competency. A man that is credible, a man that has vision. These are the kind of leadership Nigeria needs. Because look now, we are talking about Tinubu now, occupying everywhere. Do you know the same opposition? Tinubu is still pumping money into opposition party. So use money to destabilize opposition because of greediness.
Yes, the FCT minister who ordinarily belongs to a different political party, who is a major stakeholder in the ruling party, is an instrument of destruction in the opposition party. He will pretend that he belongs to the opposition party, but it's right there in the ruling party, whether in their CAF meeting, whether the executive meeting is part of that meeting. Any evil they want to carry out, he is the one that is always sponsoring it. So what kind of democracy are we practicing? We are not practicing democracy.
That is what I'm saying. The opposition is not ready.
They are sleeping. They are sleeping. Yes, they are sleeping. The reason why they can't even make any statement. The reason why they can't make.
Even if I've been outside, I'm not even pleased with him. We don't know whether it belongs to Labour Party. We don't know whether it belongs to PDP. We don't know whether it belongs to ADC. That one is just roaming about.
Yes.
He's just roaming about. He's not a serious man.
Somebody just said it that Peter Obi should be very careful. Atiku may likely pick Amechi because he doesn't. They don't know where he belongs to. They don't know where he belongs to. You understand? So Nigeria as a country, we are not prepared for democracy yet. I am sure the Western countries want democracy.
I want to tell you, Chris, I want to assure you of one thing. You see, desperation is desperation. For me, your choice is not my choice. If ADC give Atiku ticket, I will never support Atiku. Do you know why? Do you know why? Atiku will contest for a president for 6 times. It's not the most smartest man in Nigeria. Those kind of men, when you give them power, they will destroy the country. Because that's desperation. I'm telling you honestly. That's desperate. There are other credible, capable people. We are tired of old people. Atiku will be 80 years. Very soon. What is he going to offer to Nigeria? What is he going to offer to Nigeria? Like you, let me tell you, when you were 30 on your age, today you are more than 40 or you are more than 50. The way you were behaving when you were 30, that's not the way you were behaving now when you are above 50.
Nigerians don't see it like that. Actually, Atiku is already.
He can't offer anything.
Yes, you can see the British Prime Minister. You can see most of these European president, minister, the rest of them. They are all young men. They are doing well in their offices. They know what the people want. They know how to dispense the dividend of democracy to the people. Unlike what you are seeing here, Tinubu for a case study. Tinubu cannot stand for 30 minutes and address congregation. You see, most people who are in Nigeria from 1999 to date, they are always sick people. They are sick people. A country you are bidding for a public office, you will never disclose your health status. You will not. Your party will not allow you. You just go there, even with your neighbor big, you are being cleared. And when you go there, whether you are performing or not performing, is none of their business. What matters to your party, a member boss, is how much can you give to them? How much contract can you give to them? This is just their basic concern. So they don't know what the ordinary man feel on the streets. I'm just giving you an example. A major issue that just affecting the people is just electricity supply in Benin City. So parts of Benin City, people are not getting it easy. I wonder if a teacher, a classroom teacher, can own light or can own electricity supply in his house. He can't. With the cost of electricity supply today, I'm not sure a classroom teacher can do that too. It's not easy. He can't pay the bill. If he's able to pay the bill, he cannot pay the house rent. If he pay the house rent, he cannot pay electricity bill. That's just the situation. And it's affecting the micro economy, the small scale business. It's affecting them. If it costs 10 naira to produce a cellophane paper, and now electricity supply, the megawatt the government have increased it, how much will the producer charge? The cost of production will go to the consumer. And if the consumer refuses to consume what they are supposed to, the quantity they are supposed to consume, the business will fall down. Workers will be laid off. A lot of things will happen. So I don't know where they are taking this country to, those who are leading this country. Like every Nigerians are just complaining about this government, and they claim to be ignorant of what the people are talking about, the problem of the people. They are not interested.
Okay, Mr. Chris, you are saying every Nigerian is complaining. Is it not the same Nigeria Tinubu is depending on to give him vote? There's the same Nigeria that is who's going to vote this man, who's going to vote for him.
Just a moment. Let me change my mind. There is light now. Just a moment.
Okay. So the same Nigerians are the same people that is going to vote the man. When you say the man is not competent, you are the same people that will go and queue behind him and give him your vote. So why are you not crying? You don't need to cry. We are supporting you guys that you need to have dividends of democracy. You think we don't know what we are doing. We know what we are doing. My video, I am not getting anything from this video. I have not been paid. I'm not working for any political party. I am just saying something that will affect the life of Nigerians. Nigerians need a better life. But the people that live there, I don't know whether they don't deserve a better life for themselves. So I don't know. I don't know. We are all human beings. These leaders, if you see their children are lavishing our money, riding on bulletproof vehicles. You guys are walking in the streets. a country without no electricity, a country without no good road, a country without no pipe and water, nothing to write up, no good healthcare system, a man will be saying, come and vote for me. The same Tinubu that told you to come and vote for him for the second time. It was the man that said, if I don't give you electricity, don't vote for me. Do you guys have that electricity now? Are you guys having the electricity? This is what the video is there. That's the video I'm going to use to campaign against Tinubu. Nigeria must wake up from their slumber. He told Nigeria, I'm going to give you electricity. Now we are not seeing the electricity and it's asking for your vote. Are you not telling me the people that is going to be in the hand of kidnappers on the election day, that the kidnappers will not release them to come and vote for Tinubu? Because the man does not care. My question is that, let me go straight to the question I'm going to ask you, Mr. Chris. You see why this insecurity will not go away in Nigeria? The elites, they are using it to make money. Do you know why? They are using it to make money. They are sponsoring them. Now, Tinubu have 400 lists of people that sponsor Boko Haram, bandits. And the Americans have told him to release their name. Tinubu refused. Do you know why? Do you know why? When they are paying $5 billion
Can you speak up a little?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Hello?
I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Raise it up a little. I can't hear you.
I can hear you loud and clear. It's because you left your phone. That is why. I can hear you loud and clear. Hello? Go in and come out again. Go out and come in again. I mean, just go out, log out and come in. Hello? So, the same Nigerians, these guys, when they pay those bandits this money, don't you know the politicians are still getting money back, kickback? So that is why the game of insecurity will never finish in Nigeria. It's an avenue for the politicians to make money. You cannot tell me a governor is paying one bandit 3 billion. They are not getting kickback. Where are they getting the money from? Where are they getting the money from? Nigeria should be asking questions. A country where the leaders, they use money to go and settle bandits. And you are telling me bandits will finish in Nigeria. You are wasting time.
Listen, Nigerians, they ask questions. You see, we have government that is mindless. When I keep telling you this, and that
Nigeria don't ask questions. Do you know why?
They do.
No, they don't ask questions. They talk to the parlor. No.
Wait. If other Nigerians don't ask questions, don't ask questions, the question Oshowore have asked, you listen to me. The question Oshowore have asked in the past 20 years, in the past 15 years, I think there is no other Nigerian who can ask better questions like that. He has done the little he could do for the betterment of our democracy. But can you count the number of times he has been to the prison? Can you count the number of lawsuits that is against him? You see the case of Kano. You see the case of Kano now.
Chris, you know why? If there are 1,000 to 2,000 of Oshowore, they cannot jail all of them. The Nigerian government will be tired. Do you know why they are focusing on him? It's just alone. These are the strategy. These are the strategy. Yes. Let's say about 5,000 Nigerians are like Oshowore. These leaders, they will change their mindset. What I'm talking about.
Yes. Your country, the country you live, where you are broadcasting from.
Hello. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The country you are transmitting from is a welfare state. The government do everything within their power to support the needy, the less privileged people, unlike what we have here. If you don't have, you're on your own. If anything happens to your business center, the cost of protest and riot, the government will not be responsible. So there is a whole lot of issue. Nigeria is not a country you can trust when it comes to situation like that. Nigeria have been speaking. You saw what happened during Abiola election, one of the most free and fairest election ever conducted in the history of mankind. It was just like the Western election. But just only one individual sat down and annoyed that election. That man today is still a stakeholder in this country. He's still a stakeholder. So when you see a society like that, you saw successive INEC chairman that have ruled in that office. You see the way they manhandled the office. You see what they did to the people in that office. So when you begin to see things like people begin to lose strength, also what they have done is
Chris, I will disagree with you in this area. Listen to me, Chris. You see most countries now that their government is stepping down, that the government will run away from the country. They don't do it with violence. It's not that what happened in 2023 when the result was being announced. 5 days, Nigerians are too docile. We need to be saying the fact. Nigeria does not speak. They only speak from beer parlor. You don't have to voice. Your voice must be heard in the street. When the park.
Now, NSAS, you saw what happened. You see, our government, the government of Nigeria is one of the most wicked government on earth.
No,
now, when there is a protest, you listen to me. Whenever there is a protest or people are planning protest, the same government of Nigeria will set up these thuggery boys, these criminals, these court boys.
That is what I'm saying. Are they not Nigerians? Because they need money.
They are Nigerians. They go there and leech on the people who are protesting for the goodness of our democracy. At the end of the day, the essence of that protest will not be achieved. Will not be achieved. Now, let me tell you one thing. The election between Obi and this very present administration, we saw how Nigerians, irrespective of their faith, irrespective of their geopolitical zone, and just to mention them, they all came out en masse. Anywhere you go, it was Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Peter Obi won that election. He won Lagos State, he won Abuja. Where of the state do you want him to win more than that? Now, what did the federal government and INEC did? What did they do? You saw how they manipulated the whole process.
Chris, this is where I wouldn't agree with you. Do you know one thing? You see, there are countries like Madagascar now. Their president ran away. Listen, Nigerians are not ready. Nigerians, most of them, they are even criminals, the youth we have in our country. They need money by any means. Do you know why? You are saying they are the thuggery they are going to use. How many thuggery do we have in Nigeria? For example, there is a mass protest in Nigeria. There's a 1 million march in Abuja. Say, INEC office, if you rig the election, we burn everybody alive. How many military do we have? Don't you know 1 million Nigeria, if they're in the street of Abuja, Abuja will totally collapse. Abuja will collapse. So the government have no option to admit what the people are saying. Do you know why the government of the day have upper hand? They know Nigeria like money more than their selves. Most Nigerians can use their mother for sacrifice. So the government of the day, they will still share the money and give it to them. So they will not start fighting against themselves. In the other war, in another countries, if they are sick and tired of a government, his ordinary protest can remove the president of the country.
Okay, so now okay. we are seeing Tinubu now branding new cars for his 2027 election. One would have expected Nigerians, yes, it is not election year yet. One would have expected that Nigeria will start rejecting Tinubu from the very day they started seeing that.
That is it. You see, you are telling me that Nigeria is speaking. Nigeria is not speaking. Me, it's only me and you now. I have never seen any Nigeria in the street of Nigeria since they bring that vehicle on the useless news in a country that where people are being kidnapped, people are being beheaded, the people cannot access their road to their home. The useless president is still talking about 2027.
Now, you see, that is where the enlightenment, democracy thrive in a country where people are educated. Nigerians are not educated. Even if they are educated, there are very few people educated. And even those who are educated, they are already corrupt. Their mind is already dented. Now, let me tell you one thing. Seeing the vehicle branded Tinubu 2027 election is enough for Nigeria to rise up against this present administration. Now, in terms of insecurity, you have not been able to provide for Nigerians, protect lives and property. In terms of infrastructure, you have not been able to build a road Nigeria can pinpoint at. You have not been able to build key set of the economy Nigeria can tap from. Now you are talking about re-election, even while when you have failed already. My brother, the issue of Tinubu, God keep us alive. I think Nigeria have a lot to say about Tinubu come 2027 election. Tinubu is not a man Nigeria should pray to win another second term election. He will be ruthless. He will be compared to the government of India. I mean, his government will be compared to that of General Sani Abacha. He is not a man that believes in democracy. He's a man that believes in himself. You see him flying around the world. He's flying around the world. One would have expected a lot of investment have come to Nigeria. No investor come to Nigeria. With the way and manner Nigeria politics is being played here, with the way justice is being perverted in this country, no right-thinking investor come to Nigeria. I just weep for this country. People are not happy. People are not sincere. The government of the day keep lying. In terms of insecurity in this country, the government have not been able to come out with a template that will ease the way for the people. The people are just struggling to survive on their own. We still live in the days of our forefathers. Even the days of our forefathers is even more comfortable. You and I know. If we are traveling there, if there's any fault in your vehicle, the community around come rescue you, protect you, make sure nothing hurt you. But today, it's no longer like that. Even you are within your parlor now, a brother can invite a kidnapper, invite any idiot, and they take that individual away. Niger State, that is the seat of power in Nigeria. Even those so-called people you call the Taliban and the Al-Qaeda who control the politics and the economy of Nigeria, they are from that state. Yet, when you go to their various parlor, people are being kidnapped there. So what is the future of this country?
Okay.
My brother, I'm running out of my battery. So this country, everybody need to sit down. God keep us alive. 2027.
Where to plug here?
Huh?
Where to plug it? Let's plug in. Plug in.
Okay, let me plug it for a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. TV God bless
brother,
you, brother.
Chris, come on, sir.
Hey, just a minute, sir. I'm coming.
He's going to join us back.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Mr. Timothy, sorry I did not call you before you come on. I know if I send you.
Yes, good evening.
Go ahead.
Yes, no problem. I thought maybe. Yes, my fans, I greet all of you now, wherever they listen to me from or watching Paogele Talk Show. When I go subscribe, YouTube, Paogele Talk Show, Paogele Talk Show on Facebook, Paogele Show be on YouTube.
TV on YouTube, yeah,
TV, yeah, Paogele TV. But on YouTube, go and subscribe because I'm a fan of this page. It's not because he's using this page to raise support for me. No, because of what he has, given his life to, the sacrifice, the dedication, the passion he has for Edo and Nigeria. Paogele today, by God's grace, his immediate family, they are abroad. So he doesn't, they put throat for the 200,000 where Ranomigo, the help they share to social media presenters, like people like Pambonde for UK, where not they okay. He's not acting like that. Such persons, let's support and encourage him. Whatever you can use to support him, whether na super chat, whether na stars, whether na to give him money, just encourage him, call him. It's not easy. So, even I've said that, I know you are discussing about security matter. I don't know if I'm right, sir.
Yeah. No, it's not security. No, it's not security. No, first and foremost, we saw Mr. President bringing a campaign vehicle out against 2027. I saw it on the internet. They are buying a lot of buses, a lot of Jeep that worth billions.
Yes.
And Nigeria are in abject poverty.
Okay.
What is your take on that issue? And people are being kidnapped every day. Tinubu is busy talking about 2027. Go ahead, sir.
While we are in 2025.
Yes.
That for me, is appalling. As Oyibo they talk, is also lugubrious. Oyibo they done a BB grammar. But the people that are watching now, they feel Google this language. Lugubrious, appalling, is disgusting as well. Is also Bisma, like our brother Patrick Obayangbon talked many years ago. So you now ask yourself, is President Tinubu and his cronies, are they normal to start preparing for 2027 while we are still in 2025 December? So it does it show Tinubu knows what it takes to govern? Does he know what to do to become a president of a nation like Nigeria, one of the most populous black nation in the world, a nation where people are still, borrowing money to send their children or what to school, a nation where we do not have affordable quality healthcare system, a nation where we do not have affordable, accessible, quality educational system, a nation where we do not have a befitting and a deserving housing system, a nation where hunger is the order of the day. As I speak to you, Paugele, a lot of persons cannot eat 3 square meal now in a day. They are going to either 001 or half zero in the morning, maybe a bit half zero in the evening. I said in the other day you were telling me where if you were having bread in Nayame.
Yes.
You said it to me. Do you know how much is a big loaf of bread now? Some are sold for 3,500. Some are sold for 2,500. A big, not quality here. The bromate one, you will get it a bit less than 1,500. So you now ask your president and his cronies, why have they decided to travel this route? A nation where banditry, insurgency, Boko Haramism, Iswapism, jihadism, all of them, they have overtaken this system. Tinubu, you are bringing out buses for 2027. This is very, very disappointing. Of a man like that who said he attended a Chicago University. So it shows that he never entered class. When we hear that he forged certificate, maybe it's true. So this is a sad one for those persons who are campaigning for Tinubu. They're supposed to have gone to put on a sack clothing. They should mourn. They should declare, money days from now on till that 2027 for Tinubu. They should rub on their head arches. It doesn't work. It doesn't right. When we are being bedeviled with all manner of social vices, but I think it's not surprising. You see all these kind of upward things associated with APC. You see all kind of bizarre matters. Some are still very relevant. Some of these things, they see they okay. But where Tinubu and his chronics in Edo have taken us to is so sad. Are you aware? Because the APC in Edo celebrated Imere Erewele that slapped Abatobaze in Manchester. A Boston, one of their agents, has also slapped a married woman, kicked her against the wall. Ava slammed against the wall in Benin City yesterday. But it's so sad that someone like Festus Aleke, the NUJ chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Edo State chapter, he has sold out. using a Boston today. It don't cash out. I mean, you go there. So this country where, because of course he's an affiliate member of APC, cannot deny it. We have records to that effect. So a system like this, because that boy was not imprisoned, he was never tried, he was never, prosecuted, he was never imprisoned. That was why a Boston could do a thing like that. I'm sure one other member of the APC will have the governor slapped someday, but I pray it doesn't happen. Because I know somebody will say, hey, I don't start to talk. Timothy to the talk. I know they carry the talk. Paogele, there is a mantra of this.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ina ITV and Radio. God bless you. I know saying our network ready to stop now. You'll come back again. Before he comes back, Mr. Chris, you see, the problem of Nigerians, we Nigerians are not ready. Now, there is something the Ocean America gave to us yesterday. America was saying that Nigeria is not a Muslim country because every Nigeria, 100%, Nigeria is not a 100% Muslim country. Before I go to that, this thing, let me just quickly remember all my fans. Please, this Kelly Agbe, make una support this our brother Timothy. Or say they are big. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small. The account number is pinned on the comment section. Let's support this man. This man said he need a laptop. More support and use got to the beg una. Anytime where I take come online, they pin the account number there. Man, nothing is too big. I don't say not me work the money for now. At least make una see show and love. This man, he gets some challenge. The man not they see, but they see they fight for Nigerians. The one where I clear for that, where I clear for it, they don't even get time. Then they look for the money where they want to collect for politicians. Don't you know if this man need money? Okpebolo wanted to use him. He was working in EBS. He said he will never support Okpebolo. He rejected him. He said it wholeheartedly. That is why they are punishing him now. So that one is aside. Please support this account. Nothing is too big. 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 is a plus. Abemo will do one for them. So that one aside. Now, my brother, Mr. Chris, American. Why some part of Nigeria today are not practicing Sharia? Like in the northern part of Nigeria, they are practicing Sharia. And we call ourselves one nation, one Nigeria. Are we one Nigeria? Because America is now obstructing Nigeria that they are not telling the president that the president immediately, that Sharia law must be wiped out. Must be, because why? Some people will be facing Sharia law and they are living in the land of Nigeria. We that live in the south, we don't face Sharia law. Is that a country? Nigeria should be very, very careful. This is how Sudan problem started. Sudan has become north and south. So Nigeria government, because they are greediness, because you cannot be pampering some group of people that you are calling us one nation. So what is your take? Because America is not telling them these are the structure they are not giving to Nigeria. And not Tinubu cannot escape all these things. He cannot escape it. Nothing will stop Tinubu to come to Nigeria.
They said the Englishman says that a prophet does not have honor in his homeland. When Tinubu and Shetima were nominated within their political party to become the flag bearer of their party, the first Nigerian man that cried out was General Olusegun Obasanjo. Obasanjo stormed against giving ticket to two Muslim tickets. He was the first Nigerian to raise an alarm against giving ticket to two Muslims to lead Nigeria at this material time. But unfortunately, because the party was head-bent, Tinubu was head-bent, Buhari was one of the most deceitful head of states that ever lead this country. Buhari pretended that he was not supporting Tinubu, but he was the one that bought everything. He did everything to bring it Tinubu, and Tinubu became the president of this country today. Yes, you made reference to the issue of Sharia law and the rest of them. You see, I keep asking questions, and I will ask that question. What is the relationship between the Kane Bono Empire and the Benin Empire? What is the relationship between the Calabar man, and somebody from somewhere around Madiguri? Or what is the relationship between somebody from Lagos State and somebody from Kano? They have no relationship. The colonial master blindly brought this country together. You can see that is what Nigerians are paying for today. Some have paid for this, some died on the course of struggling. No, this part belongs to us. They died, and they have caused a lot of problems in this country. You see, there is nothing wrong if you have the North and South. I think religion is a choice of any individual. If you choose to become a Christian, it's your choice. If you choose to become a Muslim, it's your choice. But most importantly, it should be practiced in a way that people are not being hurt.
No,
I don't have any.
Chris, listen to me. You know where Nigeria is getting it wrong? Let me tell you one thing. Nigeria is not 100% a Muslim country. If you see any Muslim country today, they are practicing Sharia law. It's a total Muslim country, no Christian there. Like in Saudi Arabia, those countries, Qatar, these are all Muslim countries. You cannot tell us in a country where Christians are having a huge population and some Christians are still living in the northern part of Nigeria and you are operating a Sharia law. What are we talking about? It's dangerous to the society. Very dangerous.
Let me tell you one thing. Trump is only crying for Nigerians. Trump, the Americans, they only cry for Nigerians. Nigerians are not sincere. Now, let me tell you one thing. When you go to police station, Stacey ID, New Benin, Ugbowo, and the rest of them, within, there is a mosque within. But the Christian will not build church within.
Okay.
The Muslim can make sacrifice. The money can come from Saudi Arabia. The money can come from anywhere. They will build a mosque within the territory of that office. Yeah, it's allowed. It's the two major religion body in Nigeria, the Muslim and the Christian, the rest of them, you know. Now, the Christian cannot make that sacrifice. They can never make that sacrifice. What the Christian just believe is to acquire material things. They want to build houses, they want to own the best car, they want to own everything best. That is what they are doing. But the Muslim man, you see the mosque, no matter how small it is, you see them, they are always there, they are praying. Yes, I don't know how they pray, I don't know how they run their faith, I don't know how they run it. But you keep seeing them, they are always there contributing. When you go to the Benin police station here now, you have a mosque inside. But I also ask myself, where is church within this place? But it's assumed that New Benin community is owned by Christians and is controlled by Christians. Probably the DPO that was posted to that place can generate money even from anywhere and build mosque within the territory there. You have mosque inside the police station there, but you don't have church within. And I'm telling you, majority of the workers there in New Benin police station, they are Christians. When you go to the police CID headquarters, the majority of them are still Christians, but you don't have church within. So you see, it's a whole lot of issue. America is crying for Nigeria. The people who feel the pain, they don't even know what they are going through. It's like they enjoy the pain, they enjoy the situation they found themselves. So the country Nigeria, when you hear people saying one Nigeria, I see that's a political statement. It's just a political statement. Oh, let's be saying it. But there are people who are benefiting from that slogan, one Nigeria. There are people that is paying the price. There are people that is paying the price. If you look at Kano, some of the criticism he levied against this country, some of the complaint he's complaining about this country being together as one country is what Nigeria they are facing, what they are paying for today. When he talked about herdsmen, a time will come they will take over the landmass of Nigeria. People thought probably he was drunk or he was being influenced by one or two things like that. But today, even while he's still in the prison today, you see most of the things he said, they are coming to pass.
Yes.
The problem we have with those who lead this country, they don't read. They don't have something in their head. A man who reads sees the future. A man who reads sees the future. So those leading us today, they don't even have anything in their head. They are going with big head, with nothing. So at the end of the day, the people pay for their nuisance, the people pay for their failure, people pay for their inadequacy. A government that cannot protect lives and property, yet You are saying come 2027, you still want to contest and win election. Ordinarily, in the responsible society, you can't even get a nomination. Your party will first disqualify you before the general election disqualify you. We saw when Donald Trump contested in the second term, we saw how he lost that election. He lose that election because America is a civilized country. They don't do money vote just the way we do it here. But even if he managed to come back again, probably he learned some lesson during his campaign and his failure in the past. Probably he's trying to amend some of the things he didn't do then. So in the case of Nigeria, it's not always like that. It's the case of the winner takes it all. Whoever that comes there, they don't care about the people. They just go there and do whatever they like. At the end of the day, the INEC or the body declared the winner of the election. People are being settled. You can imagine if this man was not a member of APC, why must his name be in the list of those ambassadorial lists? Why? These are questions we need to ask ourselves. And even if we do ask questions like this, the government does not care. The government will pretend that they are not aware of the question we are asking. They don't attend a town hall meeting. They don't organize town hall meeting. Senators don't do that. Governors don't do that. Presidents don't do that. Ministers don't do that. If you do that, it will be an avenue for people to ask questions so that the man who is saddled with that responsibility will be able to answer some of those questions. We can't find them. They are too big to attend local meetings. Probably it's just few years to election now. That is when you see a politician want to shake a poor man. He want to sit down with a poor man because it's an election year. The moment he's declared the winner of that election, you will see him no more. This is the country we have found ourselves. The leaders, they don't care. The people, they don't know what they are going through. I told them during the last election, during the campaign, during the voting time, I said, look, no matter the amount of money they are going to give to you, it will not be enough to protect you for the next 4 years. So why not vote wisely? We did in our booth. I won my booth. I made sure I deliver my booth. I can't vote for any competent person. I didn't vote for Tinubu. I didn't vote for APC. I made sure I voted. I mobilized against them because I don't like the political party. Even while they were sharing millions, I said I'm not interested. I came with my personal money. When I'm going home, I don't need your political party money. I can always take myself back to wherever I'm coming from. How many Nigerians can reason like that? Yes, people, they did their best to make sure they voted their mind, they voted their conscience. When you go to Olua Primary School, election in Olua Primary School opposite to Uselu Share, you cannot ring that election. You can't. Even if you are giving them 1 million by yes, Olua Primary School opposite to Uselu Share, you cannot ring the election there. Give them 1 million by voters. They will tell you, I'm going to vote my conscience, and they will vote their conscience. But after they must have voted, would they be able to follow the result everywhere? The answer is no. Those who are saddled with that responsibility must finger that result. It has become a norm here. They will finger the result. They will finger the result. And they are very good in using the state apparatus. They use the state securities against the people. But the good news is that if the government is not paying the security workers well, I was trying to call the attention of a vehicle was parked across my gate. I was trying to call the attention of a traffic control, whatever the name is. I said, please, look at what they are doing. They are barricading my entrance. How do we control these people? After we must have finished discussing, he said, Pagwa, let me make a major uniform. If it's well paid, he wouldn't make that statement. The former Senate whip, what's his name from Mediguri? I've forgotten his name. That vocal man. He has always been laid emphasis of the take home of Nigerian army.
Yes.
Their take home.
Yeah. That is the area I'm coming now. Now, yes. My brother, Mr. Peace, God bless you. Before Timothy will come, a military man who is supposed to defend the nation. There is a video I come across when a man was saying, if you start as a military, you first they will start with 100,000. A salary earner, 100,000. Somebody that is going to face war. Somebody that is going to defend the nation. A man that is in red chamber, legislating for themselves, taking almost about allowance salary, almost about 13 to 15 million every month home. A man who is to defend the nation is getting 100,000. The man said, you must spend up to 15 years in the military before your salary can be up to 115,000. So are you not telling me those guys, they will go and sacrifice their life? We are saying the Nigerian military are not doing enough. But look at what involves in it. We are talking about American soldiers. They are well paid. The government take care of them. Mr. Onakoko, you are welcome to the show. God bless you, my brother. I see you watching. Now, the government of the day in America, they are well paid. Any soldier that is being injured during the war, the government will take care of them. But Nigeria is not the case. So we are saying the military are not doing enough. How can they do enough with a peanut that they are taking home?
With the 100,000,
with
the 100,000, with the alert of 200 that comes into their account, they are already demoralized.
Yes.
They cannot, yes, it's not motivating them at all. 100,000. Let me tell you one thing. Ogiso market, Oba market, New Benin market. There is what we call Paco bag here. Paco bag. When you take that Paco bag to the market, 100,000 cannot buy your items. It cannot buy the items that can fill that Paco bag. So when you tell me a man with about 3 children or a man with about 2 children with a lot of burden, you are telling me that 100,000 can solve his problem. What you are saying invariably that the man should go steal, even while in the end, should go and steal. He should go and steal. Yes.
Mr. Timothy, you are back because of the internet. Let me just quickly ask you a question. We Nigerians are all saying that the Nigerian military are not doing enough. Do you know that Nigerian soldiers, if you are being recruited to a Nigerian soldier today, your salary will be start from 100,000 in a month. This is a man who's going to defend your nation. This is a man who's going to protect you and your family, protect life and property. You must spend up to 15 years in Nigerian military before you can get up to 115,000. Is the government of the day helping you? And where our legislators, the criminals, the useless legislators, they are getting nothing less than 15 million in a month. What are they doing for Nigeria that is benefiting us? Are you encouraging the military or the police to do more to defend the nation?
But thank you for that point you just raised. They say to whom much is given, much is equally expected. So if you have allowed the military officers, police, Navy, Air Force, and what have you, to be going home with a poor salary, you're often going to also get poor results, poor outputs. So that's where we have found ourselves. In a situation whereby members of the bandit groups, they are collecting hundreds of millions of dollars from Nigerian government. They know we are not just speculating. There are a lot of facts. There are some things we cannot say here. So you cannot continue to do perform one task in one way, same way you are expecting a different result. No, let us begin to encourage these our uniform men. Give them the best. You are leaving them inside Sabisa Forest. What is the morale boosting for them? Have you built up any morale boosters for them? So it's quite sad that in Nigeria, we do not have people who are leading. We only have rulers who do not know what it takes to rule. Nigeria, we do not have leaders, but sadly, we have rulers who do not also know what it takes to rule. So that's where we have found ourselves. Like I was doing an analogy before my network took me out. You know, because I've complained. As soon as I launch on any live program, NCC, they have a way of having me package, but we will sort out that soon. When a small baby snake enter into your house, if you don't have it, pursue kid, it can turn to cobra someday. Cobra is very dangerous. Cobra can bite, it can kill. If now the cobra too, when they turn to python, it go turn to python, it go swallow the owner of the house and the occupant of the house. So that's where we have find ourselves in Nigeria. When we saw this banditry, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Timothy, there is other question
I can hear you.
Now, this man is to protect life and property. Do you know our military men? Even they don't.
Hello.
The military men does not even have a bulletproof vehicle. Bulletproof. A man who is going to face bandits and terrorism. Their cars is not bulletproof. But ordinary governor that is coming to loot money from the state, have a bulletproof car. The police that is going along with the governors and the senators does not have a bulletproof car. Are you sure that Nigerian government are ready for a real democratic society? Mr. Timothy, go ahead. Can you hear me? Hello? Mr. Timothy, okay, go ahead, Mr. Chris.
Now, the statement you just made, you see, we've gotten it wrong so long. Now, if a man who is to protect lives and property is trekking, let's come down a little. Have you seen the military when the military is still okay? They still dress with their normal corporate boots and their uniform and the rest of it. Have you seen the police? Sometimes they're on rubber shoe.
Yes.
They're on rubber shoe. Now, these are people who are supposed to protect lives and property. The politicians are so belittled that they no longer know what they are supposed to do. They no longer know. So when you live in a country like this, with the level of insecurity today, and the money that is being pumped into our security sector, one would have expected that Nigeria's security forces would have been the best in the whole of Africa. But of all the money the government is investing, yet it doesn't reflect in the life of the average security personnel. You are telling a man to go and protect another man's life. Now, the man going to protect another man, the man is not even well fed. The man is not well taken care of. How would you expect him to carry out his function? When he gets there, when it becomes an emergency situation, he can decamp. Yes, he can decamp. When it becomes tough, that is the situation we are finding ourselves in this country today. The government does not care about the lives of the ordinary Nigerian man. The security personnel, yes, whenever it comes to an election year, they are the one that assist the ruling party to manipulate and do whatever they are doing. But in a short while, the result is being declared and the game turned around immediately. The security, they are not being favored. The ordinary man, they are not being favored. It is now politician to politician. They want to share the juicy government, enjoy all the good things in the government. So the police, the army, they are left or they are put aside. They can never be part of it. So until we get the right people at the helm of the affair, Nigeria can never get it wrong. Udome constantly talk about the takeover of the Nigerian security, especially the Nigerian army. He has constantly criticized their takeover. Even a time came, you have to compare what Nigeria is taking home and what the American soldier is taking home. American soldiers, they are always motivated. Whenever there is war in any part of the world, you see American soldiers, they are there. If they are not well fed, they are not well taken care of, they can't go there. They can't go. They are in the Middle East, they are in Asia, they are in Africa, they are in the US, they are all over the world trying to stabilize the global peace. But in the case of Nigeria, we just have an internal crisis now. We've not been able to manage it. In the days of Sergeant Samuel Doe and the rest of the Liberian war, we saw the performance of the Nigerian army. We saw their performance. They did extremely well, and the war saluted the courage of the Nigerian army then. But today, it's no longer what it used to be, because the politicians, they are so interested in how much they can take home, how many land within the capital territory they can allocate to themselves. So I don't know where they are taking this country to. Nigerian government, they need to wake up in terms of security. I heard the present ministerial nominee, what's his name, Christopher Musa, the former chief of army staff, saying that even while he was in uniform, he couldn't give that order. Now he's very Boba Sokoto. He said, when you see any of them, shoot on sight. Why are you shooting on sight? Why you were there as the commanding officer? You never asked to shoot on sight. Now you are retired, you are not a civilian, you are a bloody civilian, you're no longer a military man. You are telling them they shoot aside. If he cannot perform within the period with which he served as the chief of army staff, now he's no longer the chief of army staff, you are reappointing him as a minister. What do you want him to do? What magic is he going to carry out? So I don't know where they are taking this country. One would have expected that they would bring in a fresher. You can even bring a junior officer from within, who probably, is vibrant, is capable of doing this work. This is not the time to look for a tribal person. Look for a man who is competent, who have the technical know-how to fight and bring this war to an end. So we don't have them. What you are seeing in every part of this country is politics. Everything you see is politics.
Hold on, Chris, hold on first. In IT, you want to contribute through phone because the network is bad. Go ahead, sir. Mr. Timothy, go ahead.
Yes, you were almost observing me when I was narrating baby snake that can turn a python.
Yeah.
It's not eliminated at the baby stage. You wanted to ask me a question then. I don't know.
Yeah, I said my questions goes like this, Mr. Timothy. I said in Nigeria today, the security men are the government is not taking care of them. These men, they are very poorly paid. How will a man that has family, children, the government, you said the man has to protect us, protect the entire nation. The man is not well fed. How is it possible for that man to defend that kind of a country? The men that we are calling our legislator that is looting our money, they just go to rest chamber and sit and start sleeping. They get more than 15 million at the end of the month.
You and I don't know that this is actually very, very sad. It's not encouraging. Before any right-taking member of a given society, I think where it will not make any sense to Nigerians, most of us, we don't think. If my hero or not reporter, most of us we do not have a reasoning faculty. It's not working. Something is wrong with our medulla oblongata. So that's why we are seeing all about this. Did you watch the Senate president? It was not 2 days ago at the rest chamber when they were screening Christopher
Musa,
the new incoming
defense minister, minister of defense.
You saw that if not for the fact that Donald Trump sent a signal, they were not ready, they were not willing to really tackle insecurity head on. Did you see the problem? They were just keeping a seed lips over security matter. In his words, let me quote him. He said, "We should not just ask this man to take a bow and go. Take a bow and go." He said, because some of his colleagues were already saying that. He said there are issues agitating the minds of ordinary Nigerians. He even said that 200 Nigerians are in the bush. Did Bayo Olanuka from last week, did it not deceive Nigerians that they have returned some persons? But at least you and I were on this show when Brother Village played. So how did we get to this level that it's been all secrecy, entirely deceit? That's why we have not moved forward. So he said 200 Nigerians are still in the bush. Meanwhile, they told us that, President Tinubu have celebrated 221 girls. You now begin to ask yourself, we are not ready, we are not prepared. Let me even make it through grammar. We are not readily prepared to want to fighting insecurity. Because fighting insecurity is the men and women that are putting on the uniform. Because that happens to be the foundation. If your foundation of your building is not solid, the Bible describes it as a building put on top on that sand. It said when the wind comes, it blows it up, just like that. So that is the kind of foundation Nigerian government, before now and present government, have laid up for our security architectural system. But we will continue to celebrate Donald Trump, that God continue to empower him, make him to be, healthy and healthy. Don't come in here and rescue us. Do you know that bringing Christopher Musa now is a trap for him? They know what they are doing because Donald Trump had already, raised issue concerning Christians they have been killing. That's what they now have to now bring in. If you check the entire canon, the entire canogram of whether police, army, or immigration, they are all Muslims. You can Google it. So bringing Christopher, General Christopher, is just to want to give him a dog a bad name. So that they will not say he Is it that we are Donald Trump? We have had the Minister of Defense is a Christian. What do you want us to do? If we talk about a
no. That's true.
When you start to see death on top of the water, I don't say Brother Chris used to visit our river those days. You just say no. I mean, I was now. I can't get one. Now I have you just take back your things home. So that's why we have found ourselves. So the General Christopher Musa is not going to do much. I'm not wishing failing or failure. Because when you see our president is a Muslim, his vice is a Muslim, just begin to name them. The General Police is a Muslim. So they're going to further frustrate him. If they even see his trying to pull his weight, they may have him assassinated. I'm not telling you. He's living amongst hyenas, amongst tigers, amongst lions. So we are not going to get it correctly. It's so sad that Nigerians are not coming to watch this kind of a show. Nigerians are not subscribing it. They are not bringing out money to support the show. It's so sad. A Kenyan way, they say again, I don't want they go to use their data to watch. I think Nigerians were also the major determinant of the problem. That this country is still going to be moving forward. Because we are scared to speak. Look at how the way it was celebrated by the special advisor on legal matters of Bengolo. He called it digital slap. Now, man, as a Boston, has he not domesticated the slap now on a married woman who was legally assigned to cover that assignment? Then some people are not saying a Boston is not an appointment. And what is he doing in government house? What was his role in government house as at that time? Okay, your friends in APC, you should call them. Call them must tell us what is a Boston doing around him. We won't let this matter lie low. Even because some fiscally challenged persons were assaulted. They were beaten up because they were to do empowerment for them. Before you know it, a Boston and his cronies started, mutilating the list. That all led to the rioting. After this slap, we have the record. I'm going to video some of those persons that were assaulted by DSS as instructed by Boston in that hall.
So a Boston control DSS. I'm ashamed of Nigerians. I'm ashamed. Yeah.
So is a Boston also contributing to this security in Nigeria by this action? Look at bandits in our various groups. The various cultist groups, they have not mobilized. People like a Boston and his clans, they have not mobilized into bushes, forests, but rather they can go and constituting buildings. It's so sad. Like I said, it's lugubrious, it's appalling, it's disgusting. The Nigerians, we have not learned anything. Look at Joseph Obiel. He said he has done 20 years in London. His own father was deposed as a noble of your recently. He did not use that energy to go and campaign there in front of the Oba's palace. To say, no, my daddy must be restored back. Because he is the head of parent. But you can go and waste about 6-7 hours under the cold. It's so sad that we are not prepared. But I think we need to form a formidable force. Chris, you and if it takes us to be doing this show every day. Thank God my stream is almost coming up too. We should bring up our various platforms now. we should use it to engage and begin to recorrect, redirect, reset the bodies of this our people in Nigeria that seem not to be thinking anymore. Think that seems to have lost their reason ability. We must do something. I think I'd like to take a pause here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timothy Oserigi. God bless you, my brother. I really appreciate you. Thank you. You see, I always tell people, we cannot continue living like this. Mr. Anointed Baby, let me tell you one thing, my brother. Okpaworo knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Because you know what, Okpaworo is not even doing anything in Edo now. Whether it's not concerning whether Boston is misbehaving or not misbehaving. You know why? He believes when to win the election, he will win 2028. That's one thing. Those guys, Boston has no vote to provide for Okpaworo now. We know all those things. He knows. When the re-election comes, who is able to give a Okpaworo vote? The people that will give a Okpaworo vote, they don't make noise. They don't make noise. You slap a married woman, a journalist. A journalist. So what we are saying is that, you see, Nigeria have turned to a gangsterism state. Everywhere you go now, APC now do anyhow in the street of Nigeria. But who's going to change them? Who's going to change them? Who's going to bring them to order? It's Nigerians, it's me and you, with your PVC. With your PVC, you can bring APC to their knee and you defend your vote. What are we talking about? Forget about ringing. Ringing is not easy. Oh. In presidential election, ringing is not easy. Under 2023, now 5 days it take them. They go and have the result 3 o'clock in the night. They know that Nigeria hold them for neck. Nigeria must come out now and do what more than what they do in 2023. But we see as Tinubu will take the election. One or Tinubu have to use to campaign. Tinubu has nothing to use to campaign. You don't get anything when you want to campaign. Now this security want to campaign. The only thing I'm going to beg Atiku should just step down and leave. Atiku has nothing to offer Nigeria again. There are other vibrant Nigeria who can come out in ATC. For me, I've said it. If Atiku come out, I will not support Atiku. Instead of me to support Atiku, I just support Tinubu, let him complete his 8 years. I will not do that. I can never. But when a new man come out, or somebody like Oshowore, I can use my platform to support Oshowore. Even if the other 2 persons, they look me. You don't concern me. But Obida, we don't know where Obi stand. So for Atiku, he's not the only man in Nigeria. Because if you see somebody trying to contest more than 5 systems, you know it's their spirit. This is exactly what Buhari did. But when Buhari came to the office, he destroyed Nigeria. He finished Nigeria. All these bandits were called the CISO. Now Buhari papa them. Buhari opened the border. More of the enter Nigeria. Because Buhari believed on Islamic. So, my brothers and sisters, I think we are going to call it a day. Mr. I know Brother Christian, in that I don't finish. Now make me tell them, I beg, make them see they support me. Support them. Inner ITV is here. Mr. Timothy Oserigi again. We talk about laptop now. Make them see they do some more. The account number they there. Brother Chris, he go day live 2 hours. Now data they use. And on YouTube, if they eat money, make them see they, at least make them see they support me. We they talk about the development of our country because we must create awareness for our people. Because most of our people don't understand what they happen at all. Make sure they subscribe to my YouTube, Ogele TV, subscribe to my Facebook, Ogele Talk Show. We know they do saga. If to send the platform where they for do saga. This account where I put for you for Brother Timothy, they for don't put 1 million because our women like platform where they for do saga. They like that platform. But me, I'm a family man. I'm a responsible man. I cannot do saga because I want to use me that table. No. But the little where I get for here, at least mostly they move, mostly they shake body. I put account for here for almost 2 weeks now. No better things don't enter. It's not good like that. Or now the president of Gere, you are doing well. I'm not doing it for myself. This man have a challenge. You know they see. but the man is vocal, he's doing a great job. But we support him. He not going to take anything out of our life. Because most of the way they take this platform, and they see una for all those different platforms, whether they do saga. I don't know who still support them. Brother Chris is there. If not that, I'm going to still support them. Me, when I enter live video every time, they bring their come. I know what they do. I see they do the one I can do. But when I see they support me, super sharp, 100 put for here. Nothing. It's not good at that, my brothers and sisters. More they support each other. Now my voice, I bring my face out. I know they live for Nigeria. But I feel for the people that live there. They deserve a better life. Because me, I have a better life here. So they deserve a better life. So my brothers and sisters, I think we are going to call it a day. We have done enough today. Almost 10 o'clock now. So I think I'm going to see you guys on the next broadcast tomorrow. It's going to be bumper to bumper, not on Sunday. I'll be bringing them on board. We will not relent before this 2027. Thank you. See you guys for the next broadcast tomorrow. Good night.